But you know what? Better late than never. If you don't know already, my name is Kevin G Nicholson. I am the host of this YouTube channel. Please look for me on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, YouTube. Just type Kevin G Nicholson into everything. Because I need the help. I'm currently listening to my latest album, Electric Euphoria, which is going to go look and listen for, if I have any sway at all. And this is the last stream. I am going away. I am going bye-bye, Igon. And that means I'm heading down to Greenfield, Massachusetts. There's going to be a music festival that goes from Thursday evening all the way through till Monday. And I am on board. My liege lord has asked me. Hello. And I gave my word, so I'm going with my camera. I got 4 batteries charged. I'm very excited to go to this music festival. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm rather fond of my streams too. Most of them. They're not all great. Let me turn that down. I got my Amazon Echo behind me playing my album. I'm excited about the festival because I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I'm all packed up. I got my tent. I got my Zero chair. I got batteries. I got my flashlight charged. I'm all set. Business cards. I'm ready to go and make just a few more subscribers to make a few more fans, maybe, if I'm lucky. I figure somebody out there is gonna like me. There's like gonna be 10,000 people where I'm going at the height of it. Well, I'm producing this. If you can call it a production, yeah. I was a director at one point, but then I became a musician and I started doing all that stuff you hear behind me. And that's actually been paying the bills somewhat. And then I just got monetized on YouTube, so and I am producing videos pretty frequently. Please go back to my channel and take a look at all the stuff I just uploaded, or stuff that I uploaded years ago. But yes, I would call myself a producer, although I prefer the word artist or creator. Creator sounds very biblical. But yeah, so there's supposed to be like 10,000 people at this festival, possibly more. The weather's supposed to be fantastic up until Sunday, and I got everything's covered. Hey, Blue! Good to see you, Blue. How are you? I was talking about how excited I am because there's going to be like 10,000 people at that music festival this weekend that I'm leaving for tomorrow. And I'm a little excited. I'm a little nervous. I mean, I don't know why, because I know I have, thank God for you guys, because you're pseudo fans, but frickin' I know I have anti-fans too out there. Not everyone likes my sense of humor or my vulgarity. So I'm kind of steeling myself. I figure I'll have my camera on me, so if anyone tries to take a swing at me, I'll at least be able to record me defending myself. So there we are. They can get a little rowdy, although I've never seen a fight there. Actually, I think maybe once in a decade I saw there, and it wasn't a big one. So generally, it's pretty peaceful. And it's, you know, got a lot of bands. A lot of bands. Unfortunately, I can't record the actual bands because that's their music. That's their intellectual property. So I will be on the trails, and I will be talking with people because I like people. Believe it or not, I like people. Unless they're playing magic against me, in which case I flip out like a 2-year-old boy. Because I get impatient with the other players, and I'm like, yeah, if like, it's very obviously it's a computer game, but sometimes I'm just oh, well, I mean, there's nothing. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and I mean, but it still takes a little bit of courage to go up to other people because you don't know if they're psycho or not. In a lot of cases they are, but you gotta catch them in the moment. But I'm pretty good on my feet, so I'm only a little bit nervous. I think I'm more anxious because I know this time tomorrow night I'm going to be in the zero chair, sitting on the trails, watching people go back and forth and having conversation. I'll be playing guitar. I'm bringing my guitar, my acoustic, and so it's going to be quite the party. And of course, I will. I promise, I will do a few shorts from out there because I can do a couple shorts. Those will go out. I can't live stream because they don't have any Wi-Fi, but I'll send out a couple shorts as it goes down. I'll do like 1 or 2 a day, and then so you guys will get to see what I'm going through, because I think that's part of the fun, isn't it? Is that you guys get to see what I'm doing in the real world, and then I come back and I report to you. Like a good soldier that I am. And hot. So, I'm glad to be of service to you, the general public, by reporting on the general public in the most kindest, uplifting way I can possibly do it. I'm still trying to be a kind man. As silly as that may be in today's day and age, I still want to be nice. Oh, I really enjoy servicing you. Oh, I was on, I jumped into somebody else's live stream this morning, and they were going off. And I was like, I couldn't believe that like the AI didn't shut them down as they were saying stuff. So I think I'm gonna get a little more ballsy as I go on, but I'm still trying to kind of fly under the radar until I get comfortable with the rules, with the YouTube terms of service and whatever it is. You know what I'm saying. So again, my name's Kevin G Nicholson, and I'm here to serve you and have a little fun. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun, because generally I can bring my own fun. Even if I'm alone, I can laugh at my own genitalia pretty easily, and do so often. And then I cry, and I cry, and I cry, and then I start laughing again because the way I cry is just silly. So yeah. Although Blue, you saw yesterday I was actually crying. I started talking and I got all emotional. I'll be in better state as I move forward, because I got to be prepared. I got to keep my state solid for the weekend. No breaking down, no thinking about my expats, because that will bring me down. No, I cracked under the pressure, man. I shared too much. I shared like feelings and stuff. I'm not supposed to do that, because then they're all gonna laugh at me, which is actually kind of the point. I'd rather have laughter than tears. Well, see, and I'm real. I, I don't know why I'm this way, but I am. I like to think I'm a good doobie. And enough of a good doobie where my buddy wanted to pay for my ticket and drag me to Strange Creek with him tomorrow. So there's got to be something to be said for my character where someone's willing to pay to have me around. I mean, I would have, anyway. So yeah, it's going to be a long drive though. It's going to be at least about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on traffic. And I got everything all packed except underwear. But I think I have time to do that. I still got 12 hours to pack underwear. And there's going to be so much of it. It's marijuana is recreationally legal in Massachusetts as well. And it'll be everywhere. Generally, it always is. So that's the other good thing, because I just ran out. I ran out of my marijuana. Poor me. But I know it's right around the corner. I can go a day without. Hello, Darcy. Oh, it's so good to have a British girl here. I love the Brits. Can you say something? Say something with your accent. Oh no, you're texting. Would it be? Would you speak English or Cockney? I like the British girls. Something about good old England. There's just something about it. Gets me right here. And actually, if you notice, my last name is Nicholson, so I do have English in me. And if you want English in you, then send a picture too. It's just a joke. It's a joke. Chillax. Oh, goodness. No, good, Kevin. Very good, Kevin. See, this is what I'm talking about. I crack myself up. Everyone else around me is going to be offended as hell. But again, I plan on playing my brand new song, Skank Honey 2, at Strange Creek on the trails late at night after I've had a few beers. And it'll be funny. And I know we got some of our tribe over there too. What remains after the purge. But yeah, so I'm really excited. Oh, by the way, if you want to edge the like button, because I know there's people who like flicking it and unflicking it to get me excited. I need my dopamine hit. So if you can diddle my like button, just diddle it a few times. That'll make you feel a lot better, because it'll be like a dopamine. Oh, thanks. Oh, see, a little dopamine here. Now I'm high and talking like I'm Cat Goldthwait. But what I should be doing, I should be practicing my Norm Macdonald. Because he would, Norm Macdonald, he would be very popular. I can't quite find the tone. My job to remind, no, and that's great. I'm being edged. I'm going to do a whole video about edging the like button. Watch, that's coming up. I'm doing Strange Creek. I'm going to upload that. And then when I get back, I'm going to do a show on my, in the front. I'm going to open up the gallery and I'll show you guys that process. And then I'm going to start doing productions, and we're going to start doing edging the like button. I think that'll be, that's going to be a thing. We're making that a thing. Because I think that's brilliant. And vulgar. Vulgar means you're not hiding anything. It's in your face. I love vulgar. And I sound like George Carlin when I say that. Vulgar. See, that's George. He's speaking through me. The great George Carlin. Oh, I was also looking up, I don't know if you've ever heard of Robert Schimmel, but he was a great comedian. He ended up dying, I want to say because of cancer, which is a shame, but he was so funny. He was an unsung guy. He had a song called, If You Buy My CD, I Can Get Me a Porsche. And it was, I thought it was hysterical when I first heard it. That's the sort of stuff I want to do in the future. I want to do some silly songs like that, really, that can make people chuckle. And I think I'm up to the task. So that's kind of my personal goal. I'm sharing my personal goals with you.
Here are some tries.
Did you really? That must have been awesome. I wish you could have met the man. I mean, I absorbed so much of his material. Just the books, the albums, the CDs, he was what was prophetic. And so yeah, there are moments where I can channel Carlin. Although I wonder if it's like he's gone. That doesn't mean I can't. Can I still tell those jokes now? Or do I got like so many years before I can tell his jokes? I mean, I don't want to steal his jokes, but I mean, he's not using them. That seems a little cold, but I mean, but I could throw in, well, George Carlin said, and put it in the quote. I mean, as long as I can, right? Because just like I did last night with Robert's act, about how someone gave her a gulp. Oh, well, let me tell you this story, too. There's this girl that I know through the legendary Sparky, the comedian, and she does like this goth, she's like a goth dominatrix, and as far as I know, she's subscribed and kind of checks out every now and then. But I saw a post of her today, and it was her on an airplane, and some guy was across the way scoping her out, and rather than going over and talking to her, he made a little flag with his name and number on it and dropped it in her bag. And she was like, why is it men are like this? And I'm like, stop bashing men first off. I didn't say this, but I felt this. I'm like, stop bashing men. He was a halfway decent looking dude. And yeah, he didn't have the guts to actually go up and go, hey, who are you? What's going on? Da, 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 da. But, I mean, it's like all these girls, oh, I hate it when people flirt with me. You have a superpower. Thank you, Darcy. More so than the male counterpart. Sought after by the males all the way through their teenage and 20s. I mean, that's a superpower. You can garner attention just by being. Whereas men have always had to aspire to climb the tallest mountain in order to maybe impress the pretty girl. Just because she's pretty. Regardless of if she's not really good in the heart. You know what I'm saying? That's a superpower. And a lot of girls, I understand, yeah, it's probably annoying, but, wouldn't it be nice if I got dropped little notes here and there, Never happens. Never happens. But that's all right. I mean, I don't need that for my happiness. But still, it's nice to be appreciated in the physical way. And that doesn't happen for men often, if at all. But it's nice to someone go, "Hey, you look good," or "Hey, you're looking very handsome," or "Hey, you're bangable." Those are my favorite words. Kevin G Nicholson, you are definitely bangable. All righty then. I think an appointment can be made. I mean, you never can tell. It's such a strong song. I always find myself turning that down when we get there, which is a good thing. But I'm talking here. I'm talking here. I'm hoping my hair, which is blue. Tell all my male friends they're bang. Tell. In fact, you know, I haven't told Greg that. I think I'm going to tell Greg that tomorrow. Greg, I just want you to know you definitely. I figure I'll do that, and then that'll make everything really awkward. And I'm going to hang on that watch. I'm going to bring out the camera and go, "Yeah, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it?" And I just keep poking him. You'll see. It'll be funny. I think that's the other reason he wants me to come, because I am pretty funny, especially after I got a few drinks in me and I don't feel censored. See, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but since I got monetized, I've kind of reeled back on the horse a little bit, because I'm just like, all right, I'll do that stuff live, I guess. Or that's actually the other thing I've been thinking about doing, is maybe doing memberships and having like my filthy stuff up there. I'm not sure if that'll help anything, but you know what I mean? That's the thought that's been going through my head. Well, I mean, and I'm sorry, because I feel like that's kind of, you sold out. You don't. It hurts, but it's true. It hurts because it's true. Oh, I did too. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. You sold out for free. Well, no, then it wouldn't be selling out. Although I haven't gotten paid yet by YouTube, so yeah, it might as well be. Thank heavens for Spotify at this point. That's my income, is from my songs, from the music you're hearing behind me. Me playing this makes me a passive income. I like that. But yeah, I sold out. And the truth of the matter is that in the music I sold out too, because up until we'll always have Chatterbait. Nice. I'm really growing to love this room. It feeds me back in laughter and an occasional couple bucks. Thank you very much. Oh, man. All right. But it's in front of what's going on. Okay. No, well. I don't understand. Yeah, it's all right. Let me go over here and see a man about a horse real quick. He didn't have a horse. Brittany had said that she does not like horses. They frighten her. Obviously more than a bear, but I thought that was kind of funny. Hopefully I don't run into any bears this weekend, because I will be in the woods. And you know what? I'd rather be with a man every time. I would rather be with a bunch of men in between me and the bear. I mean, they look cute, but I want to give the bear a wide berth. And I'm hoping that the smell of coffee and whiskey isn't going to be, oh, there we go. Damn. What if my flow is light? I have a very light flow. I'm not a gusher. But I think you're right. I think you're right. I think I need to. I need to get some feminine hygiene products to make sure that I'm not. Excuse me. That I haven't attracted the feral. I wouldn't risk it. I don't know. It might clear up. Come on, that's a little funny. Oh. It's okay. I got extra thick pads. I'm sleeping on them. And the pads with the wings. So at the very least, I'll be able to fly away from the bear. As far as I know, bears can't fly, and I'll have wings and some Red Bull. So I'll have those wings. Maybe I'll bring some chicken wings just for extra safety, so I can throw them away. Here, go get the chicken wings. I'm gonna go this way. Wings give extra leak control. I might start. I think I'm doomed. There is no stopping my leakage. Most of my leakage though is verbal. I got a lot of verbal leakage. I'm ready. I'm ready to continue my verbal leakage. Ugh. It's going to be such an interesting, and that's the thing. Anything could happen. You don't know. It's rolling the dice. It's the only thing I know is that I know where it is. I know the layout, and I know that it's going to be really warm over the next couple days. And I will have superior leak control. It's important to have good leak control. You got to control your leaks. Your leaks have to be. Look, let me. Look at. You have to. Yeah. I'm trying to do this so you can see my eyes, so you know I'm not full of. How about like that? How about like that? How about like that? Leak control is really important. Anyway. There's a tangent. Well, because I'm afraid of bears. I don't want bears. The women can stay with the bears in the woods. I don't want to stay with the bears in the woods. I'm glad the bears got some company, and it's not going to be me. And it'll be well, anyway. See, I don't want to talk mean. I want to talk nice. I want to make people laugh, and then hopefully extend my hand in friendship, and jibby and joke, and share of my beer and the breath from my lungs. All this weekend at the Strange Creek Music Festival in Greenfield, Massachusetts, where I, Kevin G Nicholson, will be to in a little tiny dome tent and a really cool zero chair. And a good friend, which makes it all worth the while. That's what I'll be doing. But I ain't there yet. And that means tonight's going to be sleepy for Kevy. I'm going to be pounding down the natty daddies. I will become the drunk uncle. And then I will go sleepy in my weepy. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. All I know is I'll have superior leak control. And that's the important thing. I mean, as your drunk uncle, you gotta let me clue you in on some stuff that's important. It's about the wings. I'm bringing my balls. I'm bringing my guitar. And I'm bringing, most importantly, Myself and my wit. Wit! Gotta remember to bring my pills, though. I got blood pressure pills. A little rattlesnake right there, a lisinopril. That lisinopril right there, 20 milligrams. I don't know if that's a lot or a little, but that's what I'm taking. I'm taking 20 milligrams of lisinopril a day. So if anyone asks you, it's prescribed by a doctor, by someone who supposedly had a piece of paper and studied. I didn't see the piece of paper myself. And I didn't ask questions. I just started taking the pills. Said you got to do that for your blood pressure. You got to keep your blood pressure down. And I'm like, well, are you sure? Because I feel all right. Trust us. You don't want your blood pressure. I'm like, all right, sure. Sure, give me the pills. Give me little tiny things like that. All right. You want to give me some grains of sugar and say, now, don't you feel better? Oh, yeah, that grain of sugar really helped. I don't know what it's doing. I'm going on faith. I'm going on medical faith and going on blind faith. Although I didn't get the jab. And I feel pretty good about not having gotten the jab. It's funny how culture is we've gone full circle in a way where there are certain things that we used to be able to talk about, but now we can't talk about it, so now we're making language so we can talk around it. You know? It's like they've banned certain words on this platform and in some of the other platforms, except for X, which somehow seems very poetic. But, you know, at the moment that you can't say stuff, then you're not actually communicating if you can't express yourself in whatever form, you know? That's my opinion. And I'm sorry if it upset you. If it upset you, you should diddle my like button anyway. Because I'm acceptant. Yeah, but I'm excited. I figured I'd come on board and hang out for a little bit. Have my last soda here. And you've just discovered where Cockney rhyming slang came from. I like a little rhyming slang. Was it really just so they could talk around what's acceptable and what's unacceptable? Because I think it's moving backwards if we're having to do the same thing. Although I find myself doing the same thing. Because obviously if I say certain words, flag, flag, flag. Talking around the power that be is ancient. Yeah. But isn't that kind of like where the jester came in? It was like if you're a good jester, you were kind of like making fun of the king or the court in their own house. And then seeing if you can get away with it. And if you get away with it, that means they have a sense of humor. Like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe you got us right there. Excuse me. And then they loosen things up a little bit. But when you get a tyrant, then that just doesn't last. And now they're in process of canceling the jesters. So I have to have my game heightened. I can be funny without using those words. That's fine. But I don't like the fact that they've been taken off the menu, you know, for fear of cancellation. Cancellation is too easy nowadays. It's too easy to cancel people, in my opinion. I don't think it does good for the communities. I don't think it does good for the country. I don't think it does good for intercultural communication. But that's my opinion. And remember, folks, true wisdom is knowing that Kevin G Nicholson knows nothing. Well, I imagine that's how it's framed. I mean, I watched a few of those videos because Sebastian plays the jester at the Connecticut Renaissance Fair, and so I was very fond of that character. So I ended up doing a little bit of research, and they did go into that about how, you know, they were advisors. Generally, it was the funny friend. Like, I'm the funny friend. I'm the jester. And I kind of am. And for the duration of this next trip I'm taking, Greg is the king. I am the jester. He's the king because he's paying for it, which is really nice of him. I mean, it's like, I don't think that I deserve it, but I don't think that I don't deserve it. I think I'm very grateful that the universe has put it in front of me in the way that it has, and that. But that a lot of that came from my character. You know what I mean? For the way that I've existed over the years. I mean, you know, some people do want me around because they're like, hey, this guy keeps his word and he's nice and he's not looking to pick a fight. He's looking to help. You know, that's really what I go for. So I'm just trying to help out a little bit and get a couple chuckles. But again, if someone's starving, I'll make them a dinner. You know, I'll help anyone once, unless they're a scorpion and they sting me. In which case, the help stops and they have to leave the house immediately. That's the other rule. If you live in my house, you can't sting other people. Period. That's just the rule. And it wasn't always the rule. It's the rule now. Hi, Darcy. It's good to have you back. You came back for the rule. You think I should... Hey, Blue, do you think I should bring the hat of condemnation, or you think much? Do you know... Darcy, do you know about the hat of condemnation? Let me show you the hat of condemnation. This right here. Oh, you think I should bring it? This is the hat of condemnation. It judges. It casts judgment. So the hat of condemnation is a character. When I put it on, it's a judgy squid with an accent. And it's a very silly bit, but it's also a pretty delicate hat. I might want to save it just for you people. Let's see. I'm gonna digest on that one. I had the most ginormous taco salad today that I made myself. I cut up my own head of lettuce. Cut up all my tomatoes because I didn't want them to go bad because I'm leaving for the weekend. They weren't going to last for a week. And my taco meat, and I put it all in there. And I ate so much. But for some reason, I feel like it was healthy-ish because there was lettuce and tomatoes. So I'm like, But I ate so much of that. And then the only thing that was left were a few small pieces of tomato and lettuce, and I threw it out to the rabbit. Because I like the rabbit. Like, I keep seeing him, and he keeps running from me. I know that's what they do, but I want Rabbit to come up to me and go, hey, how you doing, Kevin? And I can take a picture of it and pet it, and goes back to where it lives. I suppose I could set up, if ever I start getting, like, real money from the YouTube thing, and maybe I'll get another camera, you can put them outside. I put it right there on the rabbit's den. We can check in on him. Or her. I don't know what it is. I didn't check under the hood. I didn't get that close. It's got very short ears for a rabbit, though. It's a very tiny rabbit. But it's made a very effective and very conspicuous burrow in my backyard. And I like the rabbit. I don't know why I like the rabbit. Maybe the rabbit might be talking shit about me right now, and I wouldn't even know. Maybe the rabbit is saying bad things about me. I don't know, but I don't think the rabbit's saying bad things about me. And I'm very fond of that rabbit. I should name the rabbit. I'm gonna have to look at the rabbit a few more times before I name it. You see, you gotta find a characteristic. Well, I'm sorry, I just did 5 minutes on the rabbit, but it's real. The rabbit was real, and I only just noticed him like a few weeks ago. The rabbit is definitely talking shit. I know it is. Well, because the thing is that I know it's going to be eating my flowers, which is okay. It can eat my flowers. I'll share of my garden with the rabbit. You think she's better than... Well, yeah, because he's eating my stuff. Eating my decorations. But no, you watch. I'm gonna befriend that rabbit. At some point, I'll somehow manage to pull it off where I can show you guys the rabbit. But it's not like he schedules an appearance. It's like I caught him today because I was going out. I had to mow my lawn before I left because I'm not gonna be back for a week, and then I watered all my plants, and then I transplanted some more pumpkin sprouts to the front yard. I still got like 3 or 4 more left to plant in the ground, but I think I got 6 in the ground. We'll see how well they do. And so when I was going in and out, the rabbit's like, oh, person, and runs into the brush. And so I talked to the rabbit, and I go, hey, it's all right, buddy. I ain't gonna hurt you. And then I came out again, and I'm like, and I see it, and I'm like, hey, rabbit. And I goes, goes into the brush. And goes, hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. And I got the lawnmower, and I did my thing. And, well, technically, this is FaceTime. It's FaceTime, but with someone you don't really know in real life, I guess. Because isn't that how, this is like a Zoom meeting, kind of? There used to be, back in the heyday of the interweb, in the 2000s, there used to be a service called MPlayer, where people could webcam back and forth, but there were huge rooms, and people could show anything they wanted, and they shut that down pretty quick. That was a fun thing. Of course, too much fun for some people, I'm sure. Tisk. We won't be seeing any boobies on here. Although, you can find boobs on YouTube, surprisingly. I mean, it's been, I want to say, 6 months since I even thought about that, honestly. I guess you could say I have bad memories of memories. Chatterbait doesn't mod. You watch. I'm going to end up on Chatterbait. Somehow it's going to end up working that way, just in this comedic twist of fate. Life is weird. Hell, we don't even know how things... I know something will happen from this weekend that'll change all of this. It's kind of like dropping the stone into the water and watching the ripples. I'm going into a place where it's going to be a lot of ripples. So that's where my Chatterbait customers are going to come from. Going to come from the festival. In fact, the thing is, I know I'm going to be on the trails. I'm going to be talking to people about what we're saying in here, which is kind of a bizarre thing. Like, yes, I was having a conversation in my live stream with Darcy and Blue, and they're talking about, you know what I mean? And that conversation is definitely going to happen. And then I'll explain the Skank Hunt 42 story, and then I'll explain, how I bumped into Spencer, and there's a lot of stuff that happens from this just by default. And it's fascinating to see how relationships just spring. Hi, Spencer! La da 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 115 degree salute. I just uttered your name. You have been summoned. I don't know if you just stepped in. Konnichi Manichi! I like doing that. Oh, this is my last live stream for a week because I'm leaving tomorrow at noon and I'm heading up to Greenfield, Mass because they're doing a Strange Creek music festival for the entire weekend. And we're going up there and we're camping and I'm bringing my camera and all my batteries. Yeah, life is weird. And I'm going to go stir up the pot a little bit. Hey, everything's like food, shelter, everything's covered. Transportation. You know, I'll have everything that I think I need out in good company. But I get to show you guys, you know, while I'm doing it. So it's kind of neat to have someone on the other side of the screen going, I wonder what Kev's doing. And then me being able to do a short and go, this is what I'm doing. So hopefully it'll be fun for all of us. I don't know what voice that is. Hopefully it'll be fun for all of us. Hopefully. Right. It's a little high. It's a little high. Which I'm not. Not high. I'm just naturally silly. But, yeah, so I'm stoked. We're going up. It's going to be a 2.5 hour drive. Then we're going to park and we're going to find a camping spot. And hopefully we'll beat everyone to a good spot. We'll set up our tent. We're going to put lights up. And I'm going to bring my guitar. And I'm going to play Skank Hunt 42 to people on the trails late at night. And I'm going to drink there. And soda. And hopefully meet people. And at the very, very least, people watch. I love people watching. Blimey, good time, lads. I'll be saying that too. Excuse me. I'm going to do that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that, Spencer, in one of the shorts that I upload. Once I get on the trails. Blimey, good time, lads. Yeah, that's going to be everywhere. I'm going to have to still be, I'm going to have to relook at the terms. Because it seems a shame that I have to, I'm going to have to get some cool cozies. That's really what it comes down to. I'm going to need some cool cozies. And that'll take care of the problem. Either that or I could bring my mug. Can I show you guys the mug? This is the cool mug. Come on, that's one cool mug. Which is holding pencils and pens and writing implements. It's part of the artist thing. I like to write a lot. I like to use my fingers. Nothing like using your fingers. Sorry, is that a little much? I can never tell. And it's horse. Hey, with a little bit of luck, you won't get hooked. With a little bit. Hi. Nice to see you and your wrench. Oh, and thank you for that, too. Oh, it's going to be great. Without actually planning the event, I know that I'll be at least doing a couple shorts a day. So you guys are in the loop of what I'm doing over the next week. And then I'll have stuff. It is. But I got to get up early so I can go to Strange Creek. So I don't know if I want to tie one on quite yet. But you know what? Oh, this is almost empty. I think maybe some peer pressure. I feel the pressure of my peers. I feel a little. It's not like like peer pressure without the R is just P pressure, right? Isn't that how that works? I don't know if that's funny or not, but it sounded right to say. He's not well. Should we bring him to a doctor? No, just let him burn himself out. It's all right. I'll finish this up, and then I'll. But yeah, it's gonna be over the top. It's always, at the very least, there's gonna be pretty stuff to look at. Like, people light up those woods. They decorate their camping areas, and it's so that in and of itself. If you haven't seen the videos I already have up of prior years, it's always different. People decorate their campsites with all sorts of different flags and paintings, but it means I won't be able to vertical live stream for a week. I won't be back until next Monday, and I am sure I will collapse and I'll need a day of recoup. So yeah, it's going to be about a week since until I get back. I mean, and maybe, you tell me if this is unrealistic or realistic. I'm thinking that maybe I might be able to pick up a few more members of the team. You know, I might be able to grow my little family a little bit. Enjoy the real world, chap. Yes, the real world here. We don't know what we're going to experience yet. But I'll try, and I'll go forward with a stride in my step, and a little jaunt in my manner. Yeah, see, I'm almost down. I think it's just about that time. Something to put on top of that sugar rush. Hey! And a sugar rush is a great thing if you're a diabetic. Or is it not? I forget. I'm pretty sure I must be a diabetic by now with all the soda I drink. But I stopped drinking rum because I'm pretty sure that's diabetes in a bottle. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it all plays out. Oh, look, the hair's you can see the hair really good there. I have kind of like it's kind of the Ronald McDonald shade, though. I mean, I know he's got red hair, but it's very clownesque. Clownesque. That sounds like you're not fully dressed unless you're clownesque. You're always clownesque without it. Oh, it's time to move. Oh, we're going on a little to my fridge. Don't worry, I'll get you guys back before curfew. Don't worry. Tell your parents I'll have you home in time. You'll be safe in your own. I won't even try to kiss her at the stoop. What do we got over here? Oh, look, we got a nice cold frosty beverage. That I'm sure will taste terrible when I first sip it. Oh, Onichi, my Nichi! Oh, what do we got over here? Alright, I'm gonna put this in you. It's only gonna pinch for a second. So just, there you go. See what a good. That's true. I did. And you shouldn't. They'll never understand our unique relationship. They think it's physical, but it's spiritual. But I understand why they're, It really, it is. Sorry, did you hear a little crack? I gave it away. The game is afoot. Ah! Good. Wait for a second. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it all the way through. It's like coursing through my veins. Coursing. Especially if my nose has smooth enough nose, right? Is that a gargantuan nose? I think that fits my face all right. I know, but you know, it'll be interesting. And the thing is they say you're not supposed to do it either. You're not supposed to break up the. Once people get into a rhythm, you want to keep them in the rhythm. But you guys are big boys and girls and other. I think you'll be able to figure it out, and that's why I'm cluing you in now. Because you know, there's good stuff. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, and it won't all just be me babbling about my crush, Robert. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me. It'll probably be about my new crush that I meet at the Strange Creek. And then that'll fall apart. Then I'll cry. I forget about you entirely. I had the attention span of a fruit fly. Oh, yeah. Well, if I wasn't that memorable, then I don't deserve this. Then I don't deserve you guys if I can't do it right. I'll take my licks. How many licks? Come on, you know the answer. What would the owl say? 1, 2. Mr. Owl. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Owl? You guys know. You guys know. One of you guys know, I know. I know that one of you guys know. The know about the owl and the Tootsie Pop. You know. It's like I gotta go to the smoking section, which is just outside of camera range. So weird. You can't see. What if I'm on fire? Well, that's not whatever. 2,046 licks to get to the center of the. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of licks. And I'm not quite sure if I want to get to the center of that chocolate starfish, you know what I'm saying? I was throwing that out today. I was in another person's live stream today, and I was throwing out the chocolate starfish left, right, and center. They're pretty funny. They went over the top. I'm surprised. I'm going to keep an eye on them to see, you know, just to keep an eye. It's like, you know, it's like watching other animals in the pack, seeing who gets picked off. I mean, I don't want any of them to get picked off, but what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to keep an eye on the video creator landscape and see how what's the word? How authoritative they are about little things. We'll see. But that's it. We're Natty Ice flavored tears. You know, and I'm gonna see if I can remember to do that tomorrow night. Konnichi, my Nichi. But I'm gonna do it like a really loud. Well, I don't think I mean, I wouldn't do it at that event. I don't think I've been there. I have never seen a lady slipper up there. I think I got to go out where you are in order to get a lady slipper. And I wanna. No, I want to have. I want to see if we can. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why that's a big thing with me. I want lady slippers. It might happen. You never can tell. Although I'm pretty stocked full of flowers. Excuse me. But when I get back, I'm sure I'm going to be doubling down because I have marigolds that are going to be coming in. And they're going to come in everywhere if I have my way. Well, I know it's dumb, but it brings me a certain degree of joy, and I like nurturing them. I like, even the simple watering I did today and moving them around, and like the ones that are done blooming for the season, I move in the back. Well, I actually have them both outside and in the window. I moved them back in. I moved them all back in because it was very, very cold. And I lost a few. Well, I thought I lost a few. And now that it's warming back up and it's safe to move, I'm going to move them back out there for full effect. But that's where they were in there for safety. That's why I moved them inside. Because in New England, the weather changes every other day. It was like 90 today. It's going to be 80 tomorrow, 80 the next day. No clue to play. Well, at least someone's on it. Because that's the only. There's one thing that, like, I guess there are people who hire gardeners, but I'm like, this is my place. If I can plant flowers, if I can have, I can decorate my house around my house the way I want to. I don't think it's gaudy. But yeah, I'm really into the plants, and I'm a little my oxalis, the volcano oxalis. I mean, it's pretty. It doesn't seem to be making much movement, making growth reason. But season has just begun. We're not even out of May yet. So I got my my spring flowers are all in place. The summer flowers will be a little different. When you see those goosenecks, those goosenecks are going to be pretty. And those are like little, and they look like little goosenecks, like that. Where those are all flowers, like that's all flowers. Sunflowers, the tomatoes. Ooh, see, I'm curious about the watermelons. I'm curious about all three of those. Like tomatoes aren't such the mystery to me, because I know I'm going to end up cloning them off of my mother. Always gets one or two big plants, and then she never trims them. So I come over and I trim them, and then I clone the stalks off that, and generally get a pretty good harvest. But I'm curious about the watermelon, the lettuce, and the cucumber, because I haven't had luck with them. I haven't tried any of them. I don't really eat watermelon, but I'm fascinated by that process. I imagine it must be similar to pumpkin in a certain way. But remember, one thing about Kevin G Nicholson, true wisdom is knowing he knows absolutely bupkis. I know nothing at all. I have wings in my drawers. Live stream RNG going crazy right now. What's RNG? I don't know what RNG is. I feel like I'm left out of the loop. Being chilling. Well, we got a season for them, a long enough season rather. I always end up harvesting tomatoes like it's ridiculously late in like October. Live stream random number generator going crazy right now. Random number generator. Have I been Bob? I have been. Oh, that's why I'm not seeing anything. Let's see if I can do this. Well, I'm still on with you guys. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Right there, swipe. I've been down for minutes. I thought it was just, I appreciate you guys sticking around through this. I mean, yes, this is the last time for a week, but it's going to be worth it. I'm going to bring back some excellent freaking video. I mean, I would like to think that you guys will appreciate once I get it up. Basically, the random chance I find people, basically. No, it's good to find random people that you like. I hope you like me. If you don't like me, get the hell out! I mean, I thought I was being nice. What do we got here? What do we got here? That ain't stunning. All right. Have fun down the live stream rabbit hole. Remember, I'm Kevin G Nicholson. Come and find me again sometime. La 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 la. Being chilling. There's so much to do. It's lustrous. Thank you so much. I'm going into it. I'm going to have you guys in mind. That's the thing. As I go, I'm keeping this stuff in mind as I go up there. So I'm going to be. I'm acting as your eyes and your ears. Granted, it's through my context, but you knew that already. Otherwise, well, hey, leveling up. Here's hoping. I felt like, what was it, like 4 months ago? I felt like I leveled up when I learned how to do the speech to text. Because you can find other programs online where you can actually have them do the speech to text thing. And then, and I had it kind of like automated a little video. Is that man? No, that's Ty, right? I'm still figuring out what's what. But I still like saying, Konichi, Mainichi! Sorry, was that too much? I can never tell. Have I gone over the top? Am I out of control? Has this gone off the deep end? Has this gone off the rails? It's a good night. So much. Actually, it's funny. Everything's done. I got everything done. All right, but I'm gonna go now. It's time. The time has come. It's been an hour and 10. I appreciate you guys hanging out, genuinely, because it keeps me coming back, and it makes me feel good to know that you guys appreciate some of the stuff that I'm doing. But all right, have yourselves an excellent week. Love you. Good night.